Hello gamers, GamerPauly here with part 3 of Life is Strange Reunion. Hopefully you've been following and you've been enjoying them all. Max and Chloe have finally met up. Yes, they finally met up, but now they've gone their separate ways again. Chloe's gone to the observatory to see Moses, and Max has gone off on her own investigation. They decided they wanted a little bit of personal space, and they had enough. They've been apart 10 years, for goodness sake. Personal space? They've been apart for 10 years. The bloody personal space. Those of you who have been following the parts will remember at the start that I chose that Chloe was sacrificed at the end of Life is Strange Part 1. So yeah, we saved Arcadia Bay in this playthrough. In my own personal playthrough, I saved Chloe, of course, as I did in the original games. But for this one, I saved Arcadia Bay just to see if there's any differences. Right, just waiting for a few more of you to join before I get started. See, you're slowly drifting in. Hopefully you've all watched the first parts, otherwise this is kind of pointless really to join in with part 3 if you haven't watched parts 1 and 2. They are available as VODs if you need to catch up. Right, I'll probably give it up to about 5 minutes and then I'll get started. Just to recap then, obviously Chloe has now appeared and Max is overwhelmed to see her. Chloe has memories of being shot and killed and obviously has memories of being live. It's all a bit confusing for her. Obviously we have continued down the route of that they still have a romance between them and strong feelings, but things are definitely awkward indeed. Obviously Max is no longer with Amanda. That was broken off after the double exposure. Amanda couldn't handle Max's powers, sadly, but it looks like she's still got a few feelings for her, I think. Chloe has already met Amanda as well and called her the cute Princess Leia, or the cute Princess Leia buns, if you remember. I thought that was actually quite funny. Yeah, she's a real character. I love Amanda. She's brilliant. I remember when she told that guy who was asking for a drink that she'd kick his dick in if he didn't shut up. She's a real character and certainly got a potty mouth on her. She doesn't take any shit, and that's a fact. Yeah, so Chloe is obviously off to the observatory, and Max is going on her own investigation. I think Max is going into the admin building, if I remember correctly. She's going to go and see Vin to see what she can dig up on Abraxas. So obviously she wants to try and prevent the fires. She doesn't want any of the fires to take place or anyone to die. So let's see what we can do. But as usual, all major choices and some other choices will be passed to the chat. So you'll get to decide what you want me to do in the game. They're slowly drifting in. They're slowly drifting in like drunks from the street, trying to find the next bar. Right, let's get started. You'll just have to come in and dribs and drabs whenever you come in. Welcome to the stream. If you just joined, this is part 3 of my playthrough of Life is Strange Reunion. Yeah, Max has gone to the admin building.
Hard to think about anything besides Chloe
that's where
at
she'd
the
gone
moment.
to. Right.
But if I want her to remain alive, I need to start finding answers now.
Yes, you do, Max. You need to start finding answers now.
Dig up more information on Abraxas. Maybe I can find someone to help me.
Right, we'll have a quick look at the SMS. Yo, Max! I get it. Oh, we've done that bit. Max, you literally just walked away from me. I haven't even made it up the stairs yet. Though, to be fair, I'm not sure this staircase has an end to it. Joke, for course. It wasn't dead already. This walk would do it. Don't joke about that. Deal, okay. I think I've climbed it. Mount Science, I'm heading in. Good luck, send updates. Update, I was wrong. There are more stairs. Fuck my life. Right, we have a text from Moses. I connected some dots between my police scanner and the security text blast, and knowing you, didn't we agree not to make any major changes? Wait, Loretta, didn't you see something about her in the original fire? Yes, Loretta's March, but what's the connection? I don't know. But I'm realising we need to start collecting everything you find. We have no idea what might be important yet. I want you to send me everything related to the fire. I'll transcribe and catalogue it all and create a database of any evidence for us to review later. Will do. Thank you, Moses. So we've got no more journal entries. We've done most of them. I've got a couple of missing ones. There's a light over at the Frankenstein place. Dereliction of duty. I haven't collected them yet. So no idea where they are.
Ugh, the Caledon rebrand is beginning. When a slogan feels like a personal attack.
Caledon 2.0. Caledon suck dick. Trophy case.
Can I put my International Photography Award in here? Maybe it would get Owen to take me seriously.
Right, let's go a little nosy around.
Abraxas is really going to war with the administration. Not sure who's winning.
I'm winning. Right, meet with Vin. I suppose we better go and do that first then.
I don't think Vin has let all of his recent success get to his head. But it's hard to tell with him.
Nameplate. So we'll look at this.
Vin's moved up in the world since his administrator guessing the university wouldn't pay for a new nameplate. So he made one himself.
Oh,
Classic Vin.
Vin made his own nameplate. Hedgehog. I remember this from Double Exposure.
I can't believe Vin saddled his hedgehog with his own totally not embarrassing middle name.
What the hell? His middle name is Aloysius. Oh, God. I want to change that fucking quickly, and that's a fact. Right, hello, Vin.
Dig up more information.
What the hell's that?
What the hell? You towed my car?
You mispronounced. Thank you for saving my job, Vin. I owe you several drinks.
What the hell?
Owen is furious that the demolition was held up. What do you think would happen if you found out you were there? Why were you there?
I think it's my turn to ask the questions.
Yeah.
Max, I don't have time for your sleuthing. Owen needs my help. The board is asking questions, and there goes my Saturday.
What has he gotten you mixed up in?
Nothing. The Abraxas house was irreparably damaged by the storm.
Didn't look that bad to me.
And Owen's Caledon 2.0 plans hinge on the future site of the Scientific Institute for Caledon. Unfortunately abbreviated SICK.
Sick. Sick, bruv. In it.
I know he's a dick. But he's an ambitious leader.
Dick's an understatement of the
And he's got
fucking
the
year.
backing of the board. So, the house is coming down.
I saw the stay of demolition. According to the court, the house is staying right there.
And yet, come down it must. Either now, due to a miscommunication with the demolition company, or later, due to an expensive legal battle.
So
I don't understand. You were the president of Abraxas. Doesn't this bother you?
Of course it does. I want to keep Caledon weird. And I want to keep the Abraxas house in all of its haunted glory. But this is happening. All I can do is advocate. For Abraxas, you, and the arts in general, I'm doing my best.
yeah, you're doing a swell job, Vin.
Now, are you going to take my word for it? Or are you going to keep asking me questions that I can't answer?
If you're working today, does that mean Owen is too?
Locked in there all morning. And no, you can't talk to him. I can't even get in there, and I've got 10 urgent messages for him.
Ah,
If someone wanted to learn more about Abraxas, who should they talk to?
Oh, God. Are you part of Loretta's weird crusade?
no.
I don't mean Abraxas any harm, but I have questions. And I know better than to ask you.
Listen. Don't bother talking to anyone. The secret society has been secretive since the 90s, but it wasn't always that way. All I'm saying.
Ah. That's all for now,
I
then.
can see you're swamped. I'll leave you to it.
Stay out of trouble. Please.
Never. Max staying out of trouble. Never. Right, I suppose we've got to go and do some research then. What a better place to do some research? The library!
Did someone vandalize this plaque? Or are they trying to add to Gretchen's list of accomplishments? I always make conversation and bad rock puns when I see Gretchen.
There's
She
the rest,
just
huh?
has sentimental value.
Gonna have a quick explore. Oh, miserable looking lady there with a hot drink. Welcome to the stream if you just joined. This is part 3 of Life is Strange Reunion. Oh, a little bit of flashing. Yeah. A little bit of flashing going on. Doesn't look like anything popping up. Oh, someone's fallen asleep
Learning
or
through
drunk.
osmosis. Not a well-respected field, but the early research is promising.
Right, let's go talk to Loretta then.
Good morning.
Good morning! Oh, here we go.
Okay. Promise is a promise.
What happened last night was terrifying. I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Thank you. How are you doing?
Question 1. What is your connection to the Abraxas Society?
I don't have one. Some of my students are members, but I'm not.
Then why were you in their basement last night?
Ooh, wouldn't you like to fucking know?
Abraxas is good at keeping secrets. I don't know if any of those secrets are dangerous, but I want to find out.
Question 2. Should students be concerned about an unchecked secret society running...
Loretta. My turn. How are you doing?
She's like a bloody newsreader.
I'm coping, honestly. I think it would help me get some closure if I understood what happened last night.
You're nearly blown up, for fuck's sake. So you look like, you know, they just survived nearly being blown up by fucking dynamite in the basement of a building. And, like...
I respect the need for closure. And for answers.
I swear, Max. There's something weird about this. Abraxas is hiding something.
No shit.
Nobody's been able to take them on, ever. The Caledon Crier has been publishing for 60 years. You know what's in their archives? Puff pieces on how Abraxas throws the best parties. I've searched Abraxas and every other creepy occult word I could think of. Nothing of substance.
I'll make you a deal. In lieu of any more grilling, how about I find you some more search terms? Then we can pool our research.
I'll consider it.
Consider it. You can get a fucking B- in the class. If you like.
Abraxas has a lot of secrets. It's time somebody cracked them.
Right, I'm guessing we're going looking for books. There we go.
Vin adores Jack Parsons. I wonder if it's an Abraxas thing or a Vin thing.
Yeah, I'm not gonna read every single bit of text. Sadly, I don't have time for that. We'll just crack on.
I always thought Abraxas was creepy. But at least it's the least creepy rooster-reptile hybrid.
Rooster-reptile hybrids. Basilisk, Elic, Abraxas and Cockatrice. Lovely. Alright. Any more books?
If a bunch of rowdy Abraxans start building a bonfire, it could get bad fast.
Definitely, definitely. Playing with fire! Fire is nature's most beautiful and dangerous element. Certainly fucking dangerous. I don't know about the beautiful bit. Right. Is there any more? Welcome to the stream, late joiner. This is part 3 of Life is Strange Reunion, as you can tell from the title. To just quickly fill you in, Max has gone to the admin building to talk to Vin to get some answers on the Abraxas house. Chloe has gone to the observatory. Loretta has grabbed us for an interview, and Max is searching for terms to use. So hopefully we've got enough. Right, Jack Parsons.
Try Jack Parsons.
One article. Already read this one. I told you. Puff pieces.
When I heard about Diamond,
I know. That's when I really started digging into Abraxas.
Bonfire.
Can you try Bonfire?
A few Labor Day parties, a production of The Arsonists, and... Oh.
Oh!
Look at the date. That's this weekend. Do they have an annual bonfire?
Ugh. They misspelled Abraxas. Amateurs.
I mean, it's a student newspaper. You're all amateurs.
Excuse you.
Yeah, fuck you, Loretta. You want to get any more rude?
Look for Gretchen Kostov.
The founder of the newspaper? There's gonna be a lot. Okay. Several articles written by her. A few reviews of her films, and... Huh.
Huh.
The Abraxas Society wasn't always the Abraxas Society.
But it seems like the occultist stuff was there from the beginning.
So it was originally a women's equality league then. Gretchen Kostoff was the founder. Ooh.
So, what do we know?
That Abraxas has been getting away with mayhem for decades. They could do anything to anyone, and we'd never know.
But the party wasn't on just any day. Is there something special about this weekend? I'll be right back.
Alright, so we need more then. We didn't get enough. Great. Ah! This one.
Third week of September. That's this week.
Ah! So the third week of September then. Looks like they're holding their little annual get-together. That should be it. Hopefully.
Okay. Try Maybon.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go! Get in!
A masked Maybon party? And look, it's the same weekend as the other article. They must be prepping for another one tonight.
Looks very creepy indeed. Looks very, very Nicole Kidman and Tom Cruise. Eyes wide shut.
This is what we need. I just have to get my hands on a mask, and I could go anywhere, talk to anyone.
Oh,
Max?
Max is having a bit of a moment there.
There won't be a party. We need to talk to Vin and shut it down.
Hold on. Think about this. I'll post part one of my podcast tonight, then we'll go and ask people about it. They'll spill their guts.
No way. It's too risky.
Risky how? You're still not telling me something, aren't you? I told the police I was in that basement alone. Now you're stonewalling me?
Someone anonymously threatened the school. I can't get anyone to take it seriously, and I'm looking into it myself. That's the truth.
I knew there was something. Max, this party is how we find the truth. I'm out of leads. President Teller ignored my requests for a comment. Reggie says I'm crazy. Tonight is my last chance.
Okay. I have a responsibility to try and stop the party. But Abraxas has ways of getting around the authorities, so I don't know how much good it'll do. I know you want answers. I also know that if you go to the Abraxas house tonight, you'll be putting yourself in danger. Again. Promise me you won't do that.
She seems to like bloody danger.
I promise I will try to find the truth and not do anything stupid in the process. I'm sorry. That's the best I can do.
I could rewind and make Loretta forget the party is even happening. But is that a step too far?
Right, first choice for the chat. Do you want me to rewind time and make Loretta forget about the party, or do you want me to leave it as it is? So obviously Loretta could end up potentially going to the party, but if we rewind time and we don't tell her anything, she won't. So vote now for rewind or leave. Type into the chat rewind if you want me to rewind time. Type leave if you want me to leave it alone. Vote now, peeps. Right. Quite a few of you then saying leave it alone.
I've got to try to stop this Maybon party before it gets out of hand.
Okay, right, the chat has chosen. I will leave it alone and I will not rewind time. Right, I think we might be able to go and have another chat with Vin. So another word with Vin.
Sorry, me again. Vin, you have to cancel the Maybon party.
He did. I told Reggie there wasn't a good backup spot to build a bonfire. It's canceled as of last...
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
It's Owen the Dick.
Got it right here. Sir, about these messages...
They'll have to wait.
Vin looked like he wanted to chase Owen out of the room. Maybe I can push him over the edge.
Right, we have a rewind opportunity.
I should rewind and convince Vin to leave.
So I have to do that. That's not a choice I can offer you.
Sorry, me again. You need help getting Owen's attention? Loretta is planning to release her podcast about the demolition tonight. But maybe if Owen gives her the comment she's after, he can reduce the damage.
Holy shit. That will get his attention. And, oh god. Make him supremely angry. Still, thank you.
Vin, I need that file from the archive by end of day.
Got it right here. Sir, I have to speak with you immediately.
Not now.
It's new information about that podcast.
Fine. Walk with me.
Ah, right. So I see where this is going. Obviously, Owen's left and Vin's left with him. I think Max wants to sneak into the office.
That should buy me enough time to search the office. Normally, I wouldn't suspect Caledon's president of arson. But someone's about to burn down the building he wants to get rid of.
You would certainly get fired, Max, if you're caught inside here. That is a fact. You would certainly get fired.
Can I hate something that would make Moses happy? I think I can.
So there's a map of Caledon 2.0.
Owen could work anywhere he wanted, but he came back to Caledon. I thought that was sweet, before I met him.
Search the drawer.
Did he lose his key or something?
Ooh. Why is his
Everyone
drawer
keeps
broken?
saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged, but I didn't see anything wrong.
Right, that is certainly unusual. Owen's left his office and he's broken his own drawer, or someone has. So, has he lost his key?
Nice, still logged in. Guess I'm due for a lucky break. Owen's trying to seem more likable, so he outsources the job to a chatbot. This fucking guy. Oh, that doesn't sound like Owen at all.
Oh. Are you feeling alright? We'll discuss your previous message after the call with the board. I suggest you get your head on straight before then. Yasmin, I think the real question is, how did you fuck up your relationship with your daughter so badly she doesn't even answer your calls? Maybe you should stop trying, or maybe I should offer her a professorship. She's clearly the real talent in the family. Oh! I'm getting calls from the demolition company. Stan is furious and threatening to sue. What happened at the Abraxas house last night, Yasmin? They certainly don't like each other. Right, logos.
Hi, I'm Callie, your Caledon automated assistant. How can I help you today?
Hi, I'm Callie. Oh. I like that. Tell Max got Caulfield she's a great teacher. Love it.
Instructor Caulfield, your class size and inattention to grading have raised questions as to the efficacy of your course.
Wow, even the robot knows that Owen doesn't respect me.
The Abraxas Society was founded in 1962 by Gretchen Kostov. Originally known as the Caledon Women's Equality League, the group is open to all students in good academic standing.
Was worth a shot.
Poor Max. What?
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie Kagan, location, Central Quad.
Wait, he was just here.
President Teller has his weekly meeting scheduled with Reggie
Breaking into
Kagan,
his own
location,
files?
Central Quad.
That weird email he was just here. That wasn't Owen just now.
Oh!
Holy shit.
That wasn't Owen!
Sophie. What was she doing in Owen's office? She asked Vin to get a file for her. She's up to something.
That was Safi! That was Safi disguised as Owen!
No.
Oh, fuck. Get Vin away from the door.
Max?
Shit,
Are
can we
you, like,
use the...
in there?
I need a distraction.
Can we use the AI?
Hi, I'm Callie.
I think there's a bug. I think there's a...
Owen just said he'd been trying to break into his office. I told him he's crazy.
I think there's a couple of bugs here. It's not doing the thing. Tell Vin you need to talk to him in the library.
But he insisted I check, so...
What the hell?
I really hope no one is in there listening to me right now.
President Teller's off. Sir?
Vin, you are an exemplary employee. Please take this afternoon off.
What? You just told me I couldn't leave until after the conference call.
Shit.
Oh! Balls.
Fuck it. I'm coming in.
Right, let's try another one.
I really hope no one is in there listening to me right
Let's try another one. Let's try the package.
now.
Let's try the package one.
President Teller's off. Sir?
Vin, I just received a package. Please retrieve it from the mailroom.
Sir, it's the weekend. The mailroom is closed today.
Oh, fail again!
Mailrooms
Oh,
are designed
no!
for a dissemination and distribution of letters and packages. The U.S. Postal Service was founded by Benjamin Franklin in 1775.
What the hell?
Fuck it.
Right, one more attempt.
I really hope no one is in
One
there
more
listening
attempt,
to me
and
right
then we'll
now.
just have to completely rewind time. Talk to you in the library. No, not talk to you in the library. Come on.
Fuck it. I told him he's crazy.
Vin, I just received a package.
Oh, bollocks. What the fucking hell's going on?
You like in there?
Everyone keeps saying that the Abraxas house is badly damaged.
Bloody hell's going on? Yeah, I'm trying to do the library thing.
Callie.
Right, Vin, I need to talk to you in the library.
Owen just said he'd been trying to break into his office.
President Teller's off. Sir?
Vin, please meet me in the library. We need to discuss tech and corporate synergies.
Sure.
Ah, right, we got
See you
it.
there.
Right, before on my playthrough, I just completely rewound time. Right. Yeah, on my playthrough, I just completely rewound time.
Wanna play cat and mouse, Sophie? Let's play.
Get in! Yeah, I didn't do it on my playthrough. I had to rewind time. Like completely.
Sophie could be anywhere by now. Knowing her, she probably stuck around to watch me squirm.
I need your assurance that our understanding still holds. This isn't just about Abraxas's future, Reggie. It's about yours, too.
Max, hey, I needed to ask you about yesterday's assignment. Do you have a minute? Sorry, President Teller, I really need to understand this whole, a negative space thing.
Excuse you! Rude.
Why do I suspect you're not looking to talk photography?
Sorry, I just needed to get out of there.
Are you okay?
It's been a day. Owen's breathing down my neck, up to my ass in angry emails, and now Marlon says I'm acting crazy.
Why would he say that?
When I saw him this morning, he asked if he could borrow something important, and now he's saying he never even saw me. Stoner. He probably just lost it and he doesn't want to admit it. But it's extremely important for reasons that are extremely time sensitive.
Does it have to do with the Maybon party by any chance?
Maybon?
Oh, shut up, Reggie.
What is that?
Reggie, I know the party was officially cancelled. It would be a very bad idea to hold it anyway.
I always appreciate your advice, Max. It's fine. It's probably a whole stack if I'm down in the basement. I just need to get there early.
So the party is still at the Abraxas house. Good to know. What was that talk with you and Owen about? It sounded intense.
Nothing important. Just ensuring the success of Caledon 2.0. No pressure.
He said the two of you had an understanding?
Understanding? Who really understands anything these days? What does that word even mean, you know?
Reggie, I know there's a lot going on. Just be careful.
I always am. See you around, Max.
He's being very cagey.
That was definitely Reggie. But what about the rest of the quad? When Sophie was impersonating Owen, she took a Caledon folder from Vin. That's my tell. Anyone with a Caledon folder could be Sophie. I need to check out each one I find.
This guy's almost as good a dancer as me. Get down! Rave, yeah, that guy's almost as a good dancer as me.
The man has absolutely no hold on this guy.
He was walking like he'd shit himself. Oh.
Still no sign of Sophie. I have to keep looking.
Don't know if I got this one before or not. I got
Is it me, or are there more of these gnomes around than there used to be?
Right.
Save the Abraxas house!
I don't think it is.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Hell yeah, man. Exercise that right to protest.
Use it or lose it, am I right? Down with President Keller! Save the Abraxas house!
Yeah,
Sophie saw my class. Maybe she'd shapeshift as one of my students to mess with me?
who knows who bloody is real these days? Let me look at the folder.
Hey, Jeanette.
Oh, hey, Max. Fancy seeing you here.
Were you pleased with the photos you took in class?
Definitely. But I wanted to get a few more to choose from. I asked Reggie if he wanted to shoot together, but he said he had some pressing plans. Lame.
I'll bet he has.
Doing some alfresco homework?
Oh, no, it's a personal project.
Now the dancer is actually really me in disguise.
I'll leave you to it. See you in class.
Max, have you ever... I'm sort of thinking about applying to grad school.
For what?
Oh. I shouldn't have... Never mind.
Wait, Jeanette, I didn't...
It's cool, Max. I'll see you in class.
Oh. Don't get so bloody sensitive. Right, we'll rewind time. And we'll talk to her again.
Hey, Jeanette. I've been meaning to ask you. Have you ever considered applying to grad school for photography?
Yes, actually. I wanted to ask you about it, but I figured if you thought it was a good idea, you would have brought it up.
I only have a GED. You don't need grad school to be a professional photographer, but it's certainly an option.
Oh, right, you're self-taught. I always forget that. Most of the applications require an artist statement, so I've been working on one. Would you mind taking a look?
I'd love to.
Ugh, it sounds really pretentious.
Artist statements are just like that. You're right in the pocket.
Well, I've got my own cheat code in the game, and I'm in the credits of a game. So what's next, eh? Me actually being in the game. Why not?
I know it's a long shot, but I really love your class, and some of these programs have financial aid, so...
So what on earth do you have to lose by applying?
Exactly.
Go, Jeanette.
Okay, let's meet after class on Tuesday. I'll do my own research on MFA programs, and we can touch base.
That would be amazing.
Hey, don't wait for other people to tell you that you're an artist. You are an artist, whether they see it or not.
Wow. Thanks, Max. I'm so lucky to have you as my mentor.
Don't start crying. Don't start crying.
And I never learned to read! Right. We've got to try and find the right folder. Nothing special about that gnome then. Playing frisbee, God, old school!
Of course, sometimes this sculpture feels like a self-portrait. Not today, though.
I'm missing a couple of collectibles. Ooh, has he got a folder? No, someone's passed out.
Sophie
He's
knows
not got a
all
folder.
the English teachers. If she wanted to blend in, maybe she'd choose one of them?
Are we sure we want to do this? What if my husband finds out?
I already told my husband. He was excited until I told him he couldn't watch.
The fuck?
Oh, Max, can you give us a moment? We're discussing some plans.
Okay, so they were talking about doing a presentation together. That makes way more sense than where my mind went.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Max Caulfield! She thought they were having a lesbian affair! Max Caulfield!
Did I hear that right?
Dirty birdie! Max Caulfield, you dirty birdie!
Hello?
Is it me you're looking for?
Have you talked to Moses?
Not yet. He was with a student. I'm just sitting outside the planetarium, trying to imagine what it would be like to go to school here. But if I had that kind of money, I'd probably just buy a tour bus.
You are gonna love Moses. I wish I could be there for this meeting of the minds.
I don't. This way, we can jump straight into talking shit about you.
Har har. Well, I'm sure he'll have some theories about what's happening with you. He'll probably want to run some tests, too. He can get a little test-happy when it comes to powers and timelines.
On my trip out here, I spent hours wondering what it would be like to see you again. But I never expected mad scientist friend hangout.
What did you expect?
Most often, a slammed door in my face.
Really? Why?
Well, you never responded to my text, for starters.
I didn't know it was you. I didn't have your number in this reality. I barely even believed it was you when you showed up in person.
Excuses, excuses.
So what I'm hearing is, even though the school's in danger and reality's a mess, this trip is going better than you expected?
Oh. Damn. I guess it is.
I should get back to the search. I'll text you when I know anything.
See you soon.
Har har! She makes me think of the, like when they were little girls and they used to do the pirate thing. Who's this round here? No, you're nobody.
He died doing what he loved. Being struck by lightning really hard.
Right. The only one folder that we've got left is Owen's folder.
Sophie was just shapeshifted as Owen. Maybe she didn't have time to change yet. Unsurprisingly, Owen is being a cairn Karen.
A can Karen. Oh.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Well, unless you want to help me liaise with the Abraxas Alumni Network, you are. Excuse me.
Rude.
I can't just push Owen to talk. What if it's the real Owen? I need to rewind and regroup.
Try that again.
I don't...
Well, unless you want to help me liaise.
We need to get a look at that folder, don't we? Try and see if this dude can help.
Down with President Teller! Save the Abraxas house!
Ah.
President Teller's sitting in the quad over there. I'm not sure he can hear you.
I can do something about that. Thanks, lady.
I hope the power of protest is enough to get Owen away from that folder.
I don't mean to interrupt.
Defend the students' right to say
Yeah, you go, dude.
What is it now?
Take a look at that folder. Get in.
Well, this certainly wasn't pulled from the archives. Must be the real Owen.
Right, so it is the real Owen then. Okie dokie. Don't forget Tom's daughter's birthday's next week. Oh, how exciting.
Reggie's gonna deal with it. Did you know he was an economics major before he met you and switched to visual arts? What a shame.
Ah.
So you became the president of a liberal arts college, but you hate the arts. What's that about?
Contrary to the graffiti around campus, I'm not a heartless suit. For example, I'm something of a collector of Stieglitz prints.
You know, every millionaire I've ever met has a favorite artist that they love to name drop.
You've met many, have you? At your exhibitions and such? Because you rely on their patronage.
I did, before I came to Caledon, where I can build a career without catering to the richest common denominator. Your plans to expand the campus are receiving a lot of pushback. Have you had any second thoughts?
Of course not. The situation in academia is dire. If we aren't aggressive in securing our future, we won't have one.
If you change Caledon beyond recognition, have you secured its future at all?
A question for philosophers and linguists who, despite my better judgment, still have majors here.
You really seem to have it out for the Abraxas Society.
Yes. How dare I want to get rid of a damaged building and build some much-needed classroom space.
I have nothing against a new science building. But Loretta
Rice is tenacious in her pursuit of rumor and nonsense. All the more reason to demolish the house and move past the rumors once and for all.
You nearly fucking blew her up in there with Max. Max couldn't rewind time. She'd be dead with Loretta. You fucking douchebag.
I'll let you get back to it.
Yeah, douchebag. First, we had douchebag Detective Dave. Now, we have douchebag Owen.
Please tell me Safi isn't with her mother right now. Or being her mother right now.
Right, let's go talk to these two.
Max, you're out here. That's great.
Complaining about the new boss to the old boss?
And to think I used to complain about her. I didn't know how good I had it.
Nor does Owen. Once everything calms down, he'll be able to appreciate everything you're doing for him. Just give him time.
I know how she manipulates people with flattery, but it still works.
Is this an official graduate program performance review?
Officially? No. Unofficially, I could not be prouder or more honored that Vin is the first Regent's Chair grant recipient of my tenure.
I never thought I'd make it to college, let alone business school. Caledon's given me so much. And yet, somehow I managed to give it even more in return.
This grant is set up to foster the next generation of Caledon leadership. There is no one more deserving.
Ooh.
Owen has a lot of big plans for the school. How is the board handling it?
The way they handle everything, by clutching their pearls. And they're all rich retirees, so they literally wear pearls.
We do. We have a call scheduled this afternoon to hear some updates about his Caledon 2.0 plans. I'm sure it will be as lively as ever.
If not livelier.
I'll leave you two to catch up.
Enjoy your weekend. The campus is beautiful this time of year.
Yeah, go take your next famous photo. Preferably of me.
You know I always support your work, Maxine, but if you take his portrait before you take mine...
Don't listen to her.
Maybe I can use this photo to get to the folder on the table.
Ah. Take photo.
Mind if I move that folder? My last shot felt a little cluttered.
Thank you for reminding me. It's yours. That auditing student handed it to me and told me to pass it on if I saw you.
Ah!
Strange girl.
And while we'd love to stay in pose, we really should get ready for the call with the board. Pray for us.
It's Max's folder. That strange girl. That strange girl that's probably bloody Safi again.
That was fun. Meet me at the turtle for part 2. XOXO. Safi's just fucking with me now. She's not even here.
Yep, Safi again.
Safi's been one step ahead of me this whole time. Hopefully now I can get some answers.
That was Safi again.
It started in December, but lately it's been getting worse. So I came to Max for help. And she told me, I guess you know, that I died. That my memories of what happened to us after high school didn't happen. At least, not to her. Basically, I shouldn't be here. By the way, you're doing pretty well with this whole talking to a dead girl thing.
Well, if you're friends with Max long enough, you get used to it. But I have many, many, many questions.
Do you know what it means? The visions, the different realities smashed together?
I have some, I want to say theories, but they're closer to fears at this point. Give me a minute. Max told me you're into astronomy. You want to take a look around? There's an image I captured upstairs that could be a new celestial object. Or it's just a speck of dust. Either way, you can help me name it.
Seriously?
Yeah,
You're on.
All right, Moses. Let's see if you're as nerdy as Max says you are. Max isn't thinking about her birthday right now. All the more reason to get her something. Wow. Moses flies his weeb flag high.
Right, journal. After hundreds of miles, thousands of questions, and countless times playing every scenario out in my head, it happened. I met up with Max. And it wasn't a moment too soon. For all me worrying, it turned out that Max was the one in trouble, and I got to save her ass. Sure, I got into some beef with a loudmouth local, an overly enthusiastic bouncer along the way. I did manage to talk my way out of any serious trouble. Good to know I've still got it. It was almost too perfect how I swept in on her at the creepy house she was breaking into and whisked her away before the cops came. But man, the way she looked at me in the truck after we got back before I crashed out, It was like she was staring at a ghost. It was probably just a shock, but maybe it has something to do with those horrible visions. I've heard her rummaging around downstairs. I guess I'd better go. I don't think this conversation will do anything like the thousands I've been prepping in my head. Maybe that's for the best. A couple of text messages there from Max. I have a bunch of sinister bones in my body. They're in my left hand because I'm left-handed. Sinister is the left-handed in Latin. You and Moses are going to love each other, of course. Oh, we got any collectibles? Circular Life and Young Yet Beautiful. Welcome any new joiners to the chat. This is part 3 of Life is Strange Reunion.
A horticulturalist, too? What can't this guy do? Moses needs a name for this dot. I should help him out.
Right, a choice for the chat. Do you want to call the speck of dust or potential comet number 1 titties? Titties number 1, Space Pimple number 2, or number 3 Dawn? What do you want to call Moses' discovery? Titties. We have 2 votes for 1, 3 votes for 1. I think I'm going to go with her titties. And why not? We loved a bit of her titties. Right. Oh, it looks like a circle, but it's not letting me do the thing.
Some of Max's favorites are in here. It's good that she found a new movie buddy. A pet iguana? Dude, this office has everything.
Wow. You process quickly.
I'm just laying it all out. We'll see if anything emerges.
Maybe Moses would let me print something for Max's birthday.
I've never actually seen in real life a 3D printer. I've never actually used one. I've never seen one. I've never had anything from a 3D printer. Has anyone in the chat ever used or had anything printed from a 3D printer? If so, what have you had?
This is the coolest kettle in the history of heating liquids.
I can imagine it's expensive. I'm just wondering if...
I'm not big on the magical schoolgirl thing, but she gets badass points for that eye patch. If I wanted to make Moses' day, I could ask for his anime recommendations. Is this an art room or a physics lab? Moses seems to know how to blend the two with expertise. Moses is going full Pepe Sylvia with this investigation.
Whoa. What happened here?
Max took that photo before she jumped back here. But I swear the fire was in a slightly different place when she showed it to me yesterday.
So, Max's presence has changed something. But the fire is still on its way.
You're full of surprises, Panini. Undergraduate degree?
I've barely met this lady, but I keep seeing her face.
Safi was my best friend. I hate to put her up here, but she's been acting pretty erratic lately.
That's where I found Max last night. The place would be rubble if she hadn't been there.
And Max thinks the house is where the fire started. I don't know why it's important, only that it is.
Is that the dude from the bar last night?
It is.
A bunch of guys getting pissed off on a message board. This never ends well.
Ah.
Those guys at the bar are planning their protest for tomorrow? I don't like that timing at all.
Agreed. And the forum is password protected. If someone was able to obtain it...
I'm on it.
Ah. Okay. Broken robot. Telescope.
Whoa. I'll bet you could see light years with this baby.
Anything down here?
So many post-its. I've got to take this guy outside some night and ask him questions.
So many post-its, so little time. Right, let's go and talk to Moses.
So, Professor, have you solved me yet?
Not in the slightest. But I do have some follow-up questions. I'm sure you do too. Why don't you start?
I don't mean to snoop, but who's Maya Akata?
She was a friend of Safi's. They were really close until Maya's suicide. That's what started all the craziness last year. Safi blamed several people for Maya's death, and she used her powers to get revenge.
Well, it's great that you bought her book.
And I wasn't the only one. Maya's work has been getting more attention in the last year. I'm sure Safi's delighted.
I know we have a metaphysical mystery to solve, but can I use your 3D printer?
What for?
It's Max's birthday. She's being so brave about this whole save the school thing, but I think she needs some encouragement. Your anime wall gave me an idea.
Say no more.
Yeah, I'd love to have a figurine or something printed with a 3D printer. I really would.
You have to text me when you give it to her. She's gonna love it.
You got it. Give it to me straight, Doc. I'm ready.
I'd like to hear more about your visions. You said they started in December?
Yeah. And they weren't even visions at first. Just weird daydreams. Of a storm, or a path, or... But they just kept coming. Then I started thinking about them, even when I didn't want to think about them. And that moment in the green room a few days ago... I don't think it was a vision. I think some part of me really went somewhere.
Okay. What were you doing in the green room before it started?
Looking in a mirror. That place was a grimy dump. Usually my favorite kind of bar. But for some reason, I started thinking about tornadoes. When Max and I were in high school, there was this crazy week where Max thought a tornado was going to destroy the school. No, sorry, that did happen. But it also didn't happen? I don't... What's happening right now?
Let's start with what happened 10 years ago. A storm threatened your town, and Max was forced to make a choice. She let you die, averted the storm, and saved Arcadia Bay.
But I'm here.
Yep.
Yes. Somehow, the storm didn't destroy the town, and you didn't die. Which doesn't make any sense, except... A year ago, a storm threatened the school and the town. And Max made another choice. Or rather, she refused to choose between Safi and Caledon. Somehow she saved Safi and the school. And however she tied those realities together, it appears...
She tied up some loose ends while she was at it. She brought me and Arcadia Bay back together?
Looks
with
like
Safi
it.
and all the rest?
Yes. Somehow. Your vision started when you remembered the tornado. The thing that couldn't have happened, but did. A paradox. Your life and experiences are coexisting along an entirely different reality.
Well, she's tripping out.
That's not sustainable. Maybe when you encounter a paradox, you come unfixed somehow, but that would mean even us talking about it directly could...
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
What have you done, Moses? You've broken Chloe.
Chloe, can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
You've broken poor
Stay calm
Chloe.
And tell me what you see.
It's always the same path. It ends in this outcropping with a couple of benches. Like a viewpoint.
The Overlook. That's where Safi died.
I like the view from the real Overlook just fine, but this, I could stare at this forever. Tell me about it. It's been all over the country, but nothing beats the view. What the hell, Safi, are you here? Oh, hey, nice to meet you, Chloe. Sorry, forgot to say that last night. What's happening? Wow, looks like the gang's all here. What are you doing here? Being dead mostly, at least some of me is. She's right. The rest of reality was decided by Max. This place contains the full truth of what happened to us. It remembers. I like coming back here and sitting on the bench just to remind myself. Dead Chloe. I don't think you should hang out on the purgatory bench. This place is dangerous. I mean, sure, but what's the worst that could happen? For fuck's sake, death. Chloe, grow up. We're already dead. So this is a conversation between alive Safi, dead Chloe, and alive Safi. If your brain wasn't scrambled enough, I'm sure it is now. We've got a text from an unknown number. Where this place again? The dead girl again. Where am I? Alive Chloe. Unknown number. Oh great, there's two of her. What the fuck is going on?
But there's a lighthouse, too. Like the one from Arcadia Bay.
Oh, what's that? Is that something I could... Yeah, obviously since the two timelines have emerged, obviously a lot of weird shit is happening to Chloe.
There's a sign. It's for Caledon. And my old high school.
Oh.
So this place pulls attributes from both towns. Hence the lighthouse.
The sky is... wild. Lots of auroras and shit.
So it's nighttime?
She called off the search. Stopped looking for herself. Missing, they said. Then, lost. Going, she replied. Then, gone.
It's certainly a very trippy scene.
What's happening now?
There's always something weird when I get to the top of the path. Me, dead. Safi, alive. A turbocharged lighthouse beam.
Okay. As far as we know, nothing in this space is real or can hurt you.
Safi practically lives here now.
Certainly getting weirder and weirder. Oh, what's this?
The, ground turned to my high school bathroom.
Interesting.
The lighthouse again. She's obviously very prominent in season 1. Whoa!
Okay, Max is pointing a gun at Safi, and there are a lot of photos.
Photos of what?
No.
Bright light!
Max, stop!
Whoa! That was freaky as fuck. Jesus. Poor old Chloe. She must be going through some serious shit.
Shit. I saw Max. She had a gun, and it always ends a little differently, but I died. That's what I've been seeing. Me dying. Max killing me.
Ah.
You said there were photos. What happened after that?
The lighthouse beam turned on, and... What's wrong?
Chloe, you vanished. Disappeared for about 3 seconds. Before you came crashing back into the cabinet.
What? Where did I go?
I don't know. I think maybe that place takes you back to the moment where Max made her choice. About Safi. About you. Max stitched these realities together, but if you keep going back there, picking at the stitches, it could all unravel.
Arcadia Bay was brought back to life. Why aren't they stuck in that place too? My mom hasn't told me about any weird visions.
Have you told her about your visions? My point is, we don't know what's happening in Arcadia Bay. We can conjecture, but my focus is on helping you.
I saw some of Safi's thoughts and memories. We're stuck in that place together.
Makes sense. Safi is aware of the dual realities, and she's suddenly back on campus. Maybe she's looking for the same answers you are.
She seems... depressed.
Well, You and she are trapped inside your own deaths. Emotionally, I can't imagine what that is doing to the both of you.
So what do I do? How do I make sure I don't think about, you know?
Well, distractions seem to help. Your job. Loud music, lots of people, probably kept you safer. But now that you're aware of it, and what it means, we might have just accelerated whatever is happening. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man. I asked.
We won't risk any more explorations into the overlight. That's what we're calling it now, by the way. I'll do some brainstorming. Maybe research mental techniques for...
Don't bother. You've got to focus on the fire.
But we need a plan. Your visions are growing in intensity, and that place is dangerous. If you spend more time there, you could undo the merge. You could revert back to your own death.
I'm serious. It's okay. Why should I get to cheat death? It's not like I deserve it more than my dad. Or Rachel. Max saved me in the bathroom. But she couldn't make it stick. The time she bought me, it's enough. More than I deserve.
What do you mean? Of course you deserve to exist.
Not according to reality, or the universe, or whatever keeps trying to make me dead. Max has done everything she could for me. She always has. The least I can do is be there for her now. So, on to the good stuff. Who do we think is planning to start a fire? I met this guy last night. Didn't seem like a criminal. Criminally pretentious, maybe.
Lucas Colmenero is a former Caledon professor. He's been stirring up animosity between Caledon and Lakeport.
If he hates Caledon, you and Max won't be able to get much out of him. Max may have gone full ivory tower, but bars are still my scene. I'll head back there right now to chat with him and his protest buddies. Maybe I can learn more about their plans.
Right, I think we might be switching back to Max now, I think, if I remember correctly. Yep. Time to give Safi a good fucking grilling.
Max. It's only Safi.
Oh, look at that gorgeous sunset.
Stop stalling, Max. Go talk to her.
Right, we have another journal bit. Well, that was a productive trip to the President's office. I need to regroup here. The people will definitely know more than they're letting on. Reggie, being the president of Abraxas, comes with a certain amount of skullduggery. He's hiding something, it's just a question of what. But Reggie has been working for months to save the Abraxas house. Why would he want to burn it down? Exactly. Vin, knowing more than he lets on, is Vin's whole personality. He's a secretive guy, but he's also my friend. He reports to Owen, but he loves Abraxas. Is Vin involved in something or caught in the middle of it? Lucas hates Caledon, emboldened by his podcast. Such a dick. I don't know. Love that. I don't know if Lucas is capable of violence, but I certainly trust him less than I trust the other two. Lucas with a big fucking gherkin or whatever it is stuck out of his head. LOL. Who else? Here are the people who might know more than they're letting on. Owen, what's the deal? He seems laser focused on his goal of ruining Caledon by turning it into tech bro heaven. Would he burn down the Abraxas house if it stood in his way? Probably. Loretta, I don't think she's involved. She sure wasn't aware that the Abraxas house was about to come down, but Loretta's march was named after her for a reason. Besides, it's always a fair assumption that Loretta knows more than she says. Yeah, I know it's a pickle. And Safi, the wildest wild card. Currently running around campus for reasons unknown. Why is she back now? Why is she creeping around looking for information? Trying to get me off her scent. I have to talk to her. We will in a sec, Max. And then Chloe is letting Max know she's gone to the Snapping Turtle. A word or phrase so we know it's us and not her. That's a good idea. How about razzmatazz? Oh, I was thinking more like two whales or something normal that only we would know. But we could do your weird ass thing instead. You know what? Forget it. I'm going in. Good luck, razzmatazz. What's wrong with razzmatazz?
I wonder if Safi was lurking around the turtle last night. The last time I saw Safi, I told her I couldn't support her recklessness. Hope she's not in a reckless mood today. I might need an emergency keg if things with Safi get too intense.
Ooh, I just want to stand there and look at that for a while. It's gorgeous. Right, let's go talk to Safi.
Safi?
In the flesh.
Putting aside everything that just happened, I'm really glad to see you. The real you.
Oh. I do not deserve you, Max Caulfield.
No, you don't. This is true. I agree with that. You do not deserve Max Caulfield.
That's it.
She's not going to shoot you, Max, in a public place.
Well, don't just sit there and gawk. What did you want to talk to me about?
Why are you here? After all this time?
Oh, was that it? I don't know. Maybe I missed this place. Maybe I wanted to peep those famous leaves. Or maybe I have some unfinished business.
Safi.
Come on, Max. If you ask me basic-ass questions, you'll get basic-ass answers.
Yeah, Max, with that basic
Never
ass.
back. I'm glad you're here. I've been worried about you.
About little old me? Even so, I do appreciate you keeping my cameo in your class to yourself. That's why all us students go gaga for you, Professor. The sad truth is, I'm here for you.
Ooh.
Don't give me that dewy-eyed look. I can't decide if it makes me want to kiss you or murder you.
Then why are you returning to Caledon now? Did something happen on the road?
I left here believing I had a purpose. I was gonna find more people like us. But the further I got from Caledon, the more I started to feel... what's the word?
Unmoored?
Deranged. These intrusive thoughts started playing in my head. My emotions were all over the place, and the visions... horrible. Waking dreams of my death. Storm. And I realized it wasn't being on the road or being away from Caledon. It wasn't my mother or Diamond or anyone else. It was you. You did something to me.
Hey!
I saved you. Your powers were out of control, and I found a way to stop the storm and pull you out of there.
You talk like you understand what happened. Everyone here has forgotten what happened in the storm, but I'm still living it. Do you even know?
Your power went haywire. You broke into pieces. I had to pull you together.
And then what? Think. Where did you go in there?
It was all these motel rooms. Like the ones I stayed in after Chloe died.
Have you considered why?
After Arcadia Bay, the road became my safe place. I guess being in another storm made my mind go back there.
Where did you go next?
I'm remembering. It was like the eye of the storm. Did I block this out? Was I affected by storm amnesia?
Did you and Moses come up with that? Cute.
The lighthouse. The overlook. I remember thinking, it's the same storm. It's all somehow connected. And then I saw you. You were dead on the ground. I thought I could use my power to bring you back. To merge the timelines.
But you saw her too, didn't you?
Chloe. She was there too. Like she'd been trapped in the storm this whole time, waiting for me. All I needed to do was...
Whoa!
The moment you saw her, she was all that mattered.
Ah, someone's jealous.
Forgot all about me.
I didn't forget about you. You and Chloe are the two people I care about most in the world. I thought I could save you both.
Of course you did. You're Max fucking Caulfield, Space-Time's golden girl. You'll always try to save everyone and everything you can. But fuck! How many times do you need the universe to tell you it's not interested? These things we have, they're just cruel jokes. Chloe and I may be here now, but a part of us, maybe the part that really matters, remains trapped in that nightmare.
Ah.
I thought I was beginning to understand my powers. But you're right. I've been... naive to think I could ever really know them. Moses and I have been working for months to understand and control my powers. How can I understand them if I don't even trust my own mind?
Now there's a question worth asking, and while you're answering that one, maybe throw in what you and Moses are up to. What are you collecting evidence for? What is that weird selfie photo of you, and why is my name on a whiteboard labeled suspects?
Oh!
You snuck into Moses' office?
Don't deflect. You say that you're my friend, that you care about me? Prove it. Tell me what is going on.
Right, the first major consequence of the game that you in the chat get to decide. Tell Safi about the fire. Option 1. Refuse to tell her. Option 2. What do you want to do, peeps? Make your choice. So there's 4 of you saying 1, so we're going to tell her then.
This campus is going to burn to the ground tomorrow, unless I stop it.
How do you... Oh, I see.
Then you can understand why I am using my powers and doing everything I can to figure out how it starts.
If you saw this campus burn down, then it means it was supposed to happen. Who are you to stop it?
She's Max Caulfield.
I can't just let it burn.
Reality is cruel, but it's still reality. It doesn't bend to your will.
I saw a girl fall to her death in that fire. I didn't realize it until today, but now I know. It was Chloe.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I know you're doing what you think is right. I really hope it is this time. Why is Diamond calling me? Are you responsible for this?
No, I mean, maybe a little, but she's worried about you.
Fine. Enjoy the lakeside vibes. I'll be back.
Ew.
Sophie seems really messed up. After talking to her, I have even more questions than before. Sophie could be a while. When I'm ready, I should text Chloe and check in with her. Sophie never used to let me see what she was working on. Is this an olive branch or a trick? Sophie's been gone for 9 months. It must feel so surreal to be back here. Sophie.
Max is using her powers again. I think she's managed to sneak in and out of Owen's office, though it's hard to tell with someone who keeps fucking with reality in order to hide her tracks. I move and the gravel crunches. Between my joints, I stretch and feel the stitches tear. You put me back together. Do you expect my thanks? I'm here. I'm alive. Congrats. Your broken doll, beloved, discarded. I can fool anyone but you. You can lie to anyone but me. Ooh, powerful words.
Even for Sophie, that's some heavy chain smoking. Chloe used to love collecting these.
Well, I can't do anything with it then. No. The beer.
Whatever Chloe's doing now, I hope she's okay.
I'll check in with Max, then see what we can dig up about the protests. Ooh, not sure I want to step into the middle of whatever this is. New plan. Find out more about the protests, then come back to Max. Moses mentioned that professor and some townies organizing a protest on a message board. Better look into it.
I've been noticing a few little bits of popping and a few little graphical glitches. I don't know if it's driver related or what. It will be interesting if you two meet, given that you seem to occupy the same quantum position. Right, I usually save that position for the second date. That's a joke. After a lot of effort and making a jackass of myself, Safi was a step ahead of me the whole time, but at least she's ready to meet now. Some text from a band that she's managing. After my dad died, a lot of super vivid, pretty horrible dreams around the same theme. We'd be driving down the road listening to terrible country music. Country music is fucking terrible. Then wham, 18-wheeler right up the ass. Or we'd be on stage torturing some Shakespearean couplet. Then wham, enter 40 Tons of Death, stage right there. No matter how it started, always ended the same way. The thing is, as horrible as these dreams were, I always knew they were just that, dreams. Scattered bursts of random brain goo, emotionally harrowing, sure, but they couldn't ever really hurt me. For a long time now, I've been trying to convince myself that these nightmares were made of the same stuff, even as they disrupted my life after I nearly fell full freak out in that green room, even as I set out to find Max. And yeah, even with Max's time fuckery and my supposed death, well, so much for that. Dreams don't make your entire mind and body disappear from existence before reappearing somewhere else in the room. The look on Moses' face, it was like the lab rat he was studying started firing laser beams out of its eyes. Moses, by the way, is clearly the best thing going in this school. If I had a teacher like him growing up, I'd probably be studying the effects of weight loss drugs on gerbils right now. But even if he can't understand what the hell is going on with me, well, maybe that's the 18-wheeler right around the corner after all. But I'm missing loads of fucking collectibles. I've got no idea where they are. Circle of Life, young yet beautiful, and too soon to be spooky. I've got no idea where any of these flipping collectibles are.
This making out and doing drugs booth has a lot of funny buttons in it.
Guy there dying for the toilet by the looks of it.
Is the art upside down, or is our world? Whoa.
I think the world's upside down.
If I knew college involved dart gun battles, I might have applied myself more in high school.
He looks happy to see you.
So, do you live here or what?
I'm working. Many great writers worked in bars. Capote, Kerouac, Burroughs.
I get it. I do my best work in bars too. Could any of those dudes set up a merch table in under 5 minutes? So, what's your deal? You got booted from Caledon, but you're hanging around because... I bet I know. Divorce?
Actually, yes. I'm staying in Lakeport to remain connected to my son. How did you know?
You have strong divorced guy vibes.
Uh-huh. And your obvious daddy issues are from your own parents' divorce, I'm guessing?
No. My dad died when I was a kid.
Oh.
I'm hearing about this protest against Caledon. I want in.
I'm afraid your association with a certain former colleague of mine means I will have to decline further conversation.
I bet it does.
Really? Why?
Goodbye.
Oh dear. Well, Lucas is a bust.
Hey, buddy. You're like a month early.
Oh.
Maybe this pumpkin's actually an alien monster, just pretending to be a jack-o'-lantern. This guy's out of his gourd.
Oh. I must have already collected that one then. It's not done a pop-up. Hello, Amanda. Cute Princess Leia.
Amanda, right?
Oh, hey. It's quite a show you put on last night. Wish I could have sold tickets for it.
I'm sorry if all the stuff with Max is, I don't know, weird.
A little. But what isn't weird these days? I'm just glad she's okay. More than okay, actually. She's, like, glowing. You didn't knock her up, did you?
Really? I mean, it was kind of an intense night. And morning. I'm surprised.
You can go see for yourself. She was meeting someone. I think one of her students? I'm understaffed, so I'm not serving back there today.
Makes sense. Thanks. If you're looking to book any shows this month, my band is headed east soon.
Oh, you're in a band.
Oh, I manage them. Drugstore Makeup. They're a mathcore synth-pop art punk band.
Oh, sweet. So, like, the Minutemen mixed with a little Fall of Troy.
Yeah. Spot on.
Send me their stuff. I'll see if there's a date that works.
I'm sorry if all the stuff with Max is, I don't know, weird.
A little. But what isn't weird these days? I'm just glad she's okay. More than okay, actually.
You talked to her?
Just for a beat. She was meeting someone.
Oh, I've done that. Okay. Don't know why it's not marked it off for.
See you later.
I'll be here.
Yeah, they haven't patched this yet. There's not been a single patch for it.
Nothing to go off of yet. Maybe I can get someone else to open up? Hey, what's the deal with these?
Damn it. Hey, Joey! We gotta keep these firecrackers outside with the rest. Some of the Lakeport dudes are apparently planning a fireworks party this weekend. Doesn't matter to me as long as it's not in here where they could quite literally blow up in my face.
Sounds reasonable. Angry townies plus firecrackers. I'll go ahead and put this down as concerning. Not much of a stage, but I could see Drugstore Makeup blowing some Mountain State mines here. I guess security's pretty lax around here.
Guess so.
Oh, this dude again.
What do you do when you're not getting in fights with strange women at bars?
I used to pull shifts at Kreller's before that closed. Now I'm trying to get a job at the timber mill where my dad worked.
What happened to him?
He skipped out on us when I was pretty young. Don't know where he went.
Sounds like an asshole. In my experience, no dad beats asshole dad every time.
Good to know.
I've been hearing about this anti-Caledon group. How do I get in?
You want to protest Caledon? Aren't you a student there?
No. I grew up in the area. I'm moving back home, and I hate what Caledon is doing to the community. I'm tired of seeing rich assholes bulldoze through small towns.
I feel that. Oh, there were some informational flyers at the last meeting here. Joey told us to destroy them after, but you never know.
I'll look around. Thanks. I've been hearing about this. No. I'm tired of seeing.
Joey told us.
I'll look around. So, what's this protest against Caledon all about?
You'll have to ask Joey. He's the man behind the plan.
But you're part of that whole group, right? There must be some reason.
Everyone's got their reasons. I don't expect we'll accomplish fuck all, but it beats sitting around and bitching about it.
See you later, Ren.
You got it.
No one's talking. If I can scrounge around the bar, maybe I can find something useful. Looks complicated and full of tiny pieces. My old nerd friends Steph and Mikey would love it. If I was designing a mascot for this state, it would be an expensive water bottle covered in stickers inside a microbrewery.
Yeah, why not?
Imagine living in a place where you can just leave your coat somewhere and it's still there later. First one to stop a fire from burning down the school gets a gumball.
Dear listeners, there was a moment last night when I thought I might never get to speak to you again. Never share what I've discovered. When the countdown rang out at the Abraxas house and it became clear that the very building I was standing in would be demolished in a matter of seconds, only my quick wits, my poise under pressure, and my determination to share the truth kept me alive. And what have I discovered? That the administration is so hell-bent on destroying the Abraxas house that they're willing to break the law and put lives at risk. The Lakeport County Court has ordered that the Abraxas house cannot be demolished until a structural engineer examines the foundation. That inspection is scheduled for 2 days from now. So why were there explosives lining the walls of the basement this weekend? I have one theory. The Abraxas alumni network is vast and well-connected, the elites of business and politics. Could their fabled Hall of Secrets be filled with illicit blackmail material? Blackmail that current and former members use for leverage against the administration? I'm not the only one with concerns. Students and faculty alike are wondering what sinister truths Abraxas might be hiding. So one must ask, why would President Teller coordinate an illegal fly-by-night demolition? Is the Abraxas Society's iron grip on the administration beginning to slip? Or is the administration so intent on covering up whatever terrible skeletons lay buried inside the Abraxas Hall of Secrets? I will not rest until I have found the truth and reported it to you.
Right. We need some more info. Get access to the online forum.
Her laptop and my truck would have a great time getting high together.
Ayo.
Okay. No.
No one's talking.
New dialogue
If I
here.
can scrounge around the bar, maybe I can find something useful. Everyone knows the best grilled cheese comes from a shopping cart in the alleyway outside the bar at 2 a.m. Back in my shadier days, I would have called this the free shit box. Water is an essential part of a healthy beer diet. I can't make out much, but I think this is the password I'm looking for.
Ah, password resist.
Got the password. Now time to take a look at that forum.
So, Amanda's got a laptop, so she should be able to help us out. Getting on the forum.
Ayo.
Do you know anything about this protest that people are planning online?
I've heard some things. I tried looking into it, but their forum is password protected.
I think I might have that password, actually.
For real? Let's take a look. And we're in.
Get in. Right. If I remember correctly, we've got to try and remember some things about this. Lakeport citizens, sic semper tyrannis.
Nothing like a little Latin to class up your angry protest.
Gotta try and remember some things about this, guys. Crawlers forever.
I'm guessing the mod is Joey. Anyone willing to skip bowling league must be serious about combating institutional corruption.
Truth will out.
This dude is legit scary. And none of his buddies seem concerned at all. And the winner for most creative use of the $sign goes to Cardinal Sin.
And I haven't been to any of the meetings. Right, Cardinal Sin.
They're pretty paranoid about infiltrators. Which means I'd better do a really good job infiltrating their shit.
Right, some of this info is going to be important. I'm pretty sure sic semper tyrannis was. And I think you can disguise yourself as one of these people. I can't see anything else on here that's relevant. Bowling League. They will pay. Cardinal Sin. Assume infiltration. Gotta try and remember all of this.
These fucking assholes. How is any of this going to help? They're gonna set back everything we're doing to rebuild the town.
The protest hasn't happened yet. We could still keep it from getting out of hand.
You're right. I'll tell Noelle to get campus security ready.
Good plan. I'll see if I can get any more info out of Joey. I'm sorry.
More than okay.
You talk.
Right.
See you later.
No new
I'll be
info
here.
there.
The forum is scary. But it gave me a lot of good intel to use with the bartender.
Don't know if we can get any more info out of Ren.
I've been hearing about this No. I'm tired of seeing...
Joey told us to just...
Okay.
See you later. The forum is scary.
No more info out of him.
But it gave me a lot of good intel to use with the bartender.
Go and talk to Joey.
We'll go for tomorrow?
Excuse me?
Protest, man. I'm on the message board.
What's your tag?
Right, Cardinal Sin. That was on the message board.
We've been chatting for weeks. I'm Cardinal Sin.
I see. Well, maybe you are, but no way to know for sure, is there? Why weren't you at the last meeting?
Beating up a nerd, bowling league. I think bowling league.
Dude, it was bowling league. We had our match against those dillweeds from Brattleboro. Did you expect me to no-show?
I guess that checks out. Maybe you missed the meeting, but you must know the group motto from the message board. What is it?
Do you remember the group motto? What's the group motto, guys? I know it. Caledon sucks! What's the group motto? Yay! They have been paying attention.
Sic semper tyrannis, which I believe translates to, how sick will it be when we squash these tyrants?
Close enough. All right, you're good. Hate to be so paranoid, but you know how it is. We muster here, noon tomorrow, and then head straight for the admin building. And prepare yourself. This reckoning has been a long time coming. Things could get heated.
That's what I'm banking on.
There's a fire, and he says things could get heated.
This lady does motherfucking protest. Time to tell Max she's got a girl on the inside.
Max would love a girl on the inside. And on the outside. Right, let's go talk to Max.
Hello, ma'am. Can I tell you about our grilled cheese specials today?
Chloe!
Jeez, okay. You do not need to act this surprised every time we see each other.
How did it go with Moses?
You did not prepare me for that guy's office. Holy shit.
No, I mean, did he help you?
He tried. I'm not fixed yet, as far as I can tell. What about you? Did you crack the case with the Abrax holes?
No, I'm at a dead end. I know Sophie is hiding something in her bag, but she was too smart to leave it with me.
What's with all the sneaky stuff? Why don't I just run over there, grab what's in her bag, throw the bag in the water, and give you the stuff?
Throw her bag in the water?
Yoink.
Bitch, you did not just...
What the fuck? Here, take the mask before she comes back and beats my ass.
Sophie had an Abraxas mask in her bag.
She certainly did.
We have it now, thanks to you.
So many questions. But for now, I think we better run before she realizes she's missing it. And I have just the getaway.
Love Chloe.
And then did I say something badass? Like, it's time to fight fire with fire.
You did not. I thought about it, but decided it would be lame. At least coming from me.
I bet I loved being a part of it. Using your powers. I bet it felt... exciting. Like, being in on it again. After all this time.
Of course you are. Ever since that day at 2L's. I think I would have gone insane a long time ago without you as my confidant.
But... it's weird. That version of me that just fucked with your friend. What happened to her after you rewound?
Moses has his theories. I don't really understand them. I think reality is always shifting, but people are a constant. Like this canoe. It bobs back and forth in the lake, but we stay in place.
I hope you're right. To me, it feels more like we're going down Niagara Falls in a barrel. Okay, so Amanda. I get it.
Uh-huh.
Seriously. She's cute. Funny. Not a walking paradox of existence. I like her.
Well, good. I always thought you two would be friends.
Oh. So you were thinking of me the whole time you were with her?
That's not what I said. But... sure.
Hey, I made you something. Now that Super Max is back in action, I thought she needed her own badass action figure.
I want my own action
Happy
figure.
Birthday.
incredible! With everything going on, I barely remembered today was my birthday.
Good thing my ass is here then. What happened between you and Safi?
I told her about the fire. Her reaction was disturbing. She blames me for what's happening to her and to you. And I think she's right. What's scary is that I didn't even know I was using my powers this time. And I still created a mess.
So, she blamed you for bringing her back to life, and then you agreed with her? That's such bullshit. Yes, your powers are weird, and sometimes freak me out too. But there isn't a single person in the world I would trust with them more than you.
I think I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Don't mention it.
That figurine was so awesome, wasn't it? That she got 3D printed of Max. I love that.
I know he didn't fix you, but was Moses able to figure out anything?
Hard to say. I got the feeling he couldn't decide if he was more interested in helping me or studying me.
What does he think is going on?
The word paradox was thrown around a lot. Also, anomaly. Apparently, me and this Safi chick are cosmically entwined because we occupy the same quantum position. Really, Max, you should buy a girl a drink before you cosmically entwine her next time.
Har har. The fact that you can joke about your existential crisis is actually pretty unsurprising.
Thank you much.
I love that line from when I first played this. It made me laugh my ass off, and it's still funny now.
So, I know President Teller was the one who ordered the demolition last night. And I'm pretty sure Reggie was involved somehow. He's the president of Abraxas.
Double presidential crime. 2 for the price of 1.
There's a secret occultist party at the Abraxas house tonight. Safi must be going. That's why she had the mask.
And now we have it. Next stop, freaky college party.
What about the protesters? Could one of them really start the fire?
They're super pissed off and looking to make themselves heard. Honestly, with what I've learned about Caledon using the storm to take over more of Lakeport, I can't say I blame them for being angry. But this shit's dangerous.
At least we know about it now. That gives us a shot, right? When I was living this weekend, the first time, I really thought my life was starting to make some sense. But it seems like chaos always finds me.
The only chaos you're dealing with is me. Everything was fine before I showed up. You have a whole new life here. I know I don't fit into it.
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Okay. So, try again. And if you rewind, I'll know.
I wouldn't dare. I thought my life was starting to make sense, but I was wrong. All those years I spent grieving you, I was grieving myself, too. I never felt more alive than that week we spent together. I convinced myself I could never be that person again. Not without you. And now you're here. I don't really know how any of this shit works. But somehow, with all this crazy stuff happening, you're here now. And I know it's because you needed me. But I think I needed you just as much. And I wasn't brave enough to realize it.
Yeah, giving each other that look. Right, chatters. What do you want me to do? Do you want Max to kiss Chloe, or do you want them to hold hands?
Be careful!
Let's try again. Second time's a charm, eh? No?
Come on! You ever feel like the universe is trying to fuck with you?
It wouldn't let me try it anymore.
Before, right? I'm Chloe Price, the universe's crash test dummy. Max Caulfield. Did you try to kiss me?
What?
Yes.
How did you know?
Again, I do know you a little bit. So what happened?
I fell into the lake.
Wait, how many times did you try?
Twice. Both were a disaster. Seemed like the perfect moment. But I guess not.
Well, we'll just have to find the next perfect moment, won't we? After I'm finished laughing my ass off at the image of you going overboard.
Shut up! You fell too, you know. I can't believe I never took a boat out here until now.
Just add it to the list of conveyances I've dragged your ass into over the years. I mean, in my reality, anyway.
I want to hear so much about your reality that it becomes mine. Let's hear the list.
Well, there was my truck, of course. That shopping cart in San Francisco. Then there was that Vespa we had in Salt Lake City.
Was I in the front or back?
Are you kidding? You were in the back, holding on to me so tight, I thought I would suffocate. We had that tandem bicycle in Chicago. That was a disaster. And Izzy's friend's weed dealer's tuk-tuk we Joey rode in Nashville.
You're just making stuff up now.
I am not.
Right, I think this is just going to flick between the different scenes, and I also think I'm going to be wrapping up pretty soon as well. Yeah, I don't think there's any more dialogue or anything. You can only try twice to kiss Zoe, kiss Chloe. And they end up holding hands anyway. There is some really nice music, but sadly I can't play it, which is a shame.
The Maybon party is starting soon. We've got to get to the Abraxas house.
So, what's next? Change into black robes?
Black shirts, going by the old photo. Then we head over to Fremont Street.
And look for smoke.
Right, guys and girls, that is it for part 3 today. Anyone wants to redeem any more golden trophies before I disconnect, please do so. I hope you've all enjoyed part 3. Quite a lot to go through. Chloe's pretty messed up, obviously, with the living and dying. Max and Chloe can't seem to catch a break. Obviously, time doesn't want them to kiss for some reason. That was a really funny bit on the boat. I remember the first time I played that, I kept trying, but obviously after the second one, you end up holding hands anyway. They've just got to wait for their special moment, Chloe says. Will they ever get it? You'll have to wait and see for the rest of the game. Right, if no one else is doing any redeems, I'm going to bid thee all farewell. So thank you to each and every one of you that come by and watch the stream, especially to those who chatted as well. Hope you enjoyed part 3. I don't know when part 4 will be, but I'll try and get it in as soon as possible. They're off to the secret Abraxas party next, and they've got a mask so they can get in, hopefully. Right, thanks again, guys. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again real soon.